Welcome to this lesson. In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to create a game over screen for video games. Something like this. So without any further ado, let's get started. Okay, so as you can see, I'm in a brand new project and I have my basic game created. So first, let me tell you how the game will be. So let me tell you the design. So how our game is going to be is, this is our mobile, and in the mobile, we'll be having a space background in the mobile. And over there, we'll be having one astronaut character over here. And the background will be flowing with stars. And next, there's going to be some asteroids coming over here which will be attacking the character. And you need to make sure you get away from these asteroids by moving the character using your mouse. Okay? And if the character mistakenly touches the asteroid, then the game over screen will come. And let me show you how the game over screen will be. So you can see that this is the mobile, and when the character dies, what will happen is it will direct them to the game over screen, and in the game over screen, again there's going to be the space backdrop, and there what we'll have is over here there's going to be the game over text, and over here there's going to be the play button right over here. Okay, so let's get started doing the game over screen. So first, let's go to the mind map right over here and drag and drop the UI screen block from the asset library, just like that. Let's drag it for now. Let's drag it before our 2D world. So let's simply break this connection you can see over here and put it simply to the load of the UI screen right over here. So now to adjust the look of our UI screen, let's double click on it. And you can see we are in the UI screen editor. So now in the asset library over here, we need to scroll down and we'll find our labels over here. You can see that I've created a game over font. So let's simply drag it and drop it right over here in the mobile, just like that. So now in the properties panel right over here, let's change this text from none to the game over text we want. I'm going to put game in the top and over in the bottom. So let's type game. And now let's increase the size of our text. Wow. So now to duplicate it, we click on the Ctrl D button on our keyboard. Now let's move the over text below, and in the text option, let's type from game to over. Wow, I think I want to make the over a tad smaller. Just like so. That looks really nice, right? So now, let's add our backdrop. So let me quickly add our backdrop. And when you're adding your backdrop, you will get a circle like this. Make sure you put your backdrop above the image option, because our backdrop is an image, right? So let's do that. Wow, you can see that looks nice. But where did our game text go? That's because the backdrop is above the game over text. Let's just put it below it. Just like so. Let's make the backdrop a bit smaller by zooming out and using these controls you can see. Just like that. So now, the only part that's left to do is add the play button. So let me quickly add it. So now, when you're adding the play button, make sure to hover over navigation button, not image. Because our play button is not an image, right? It is a button. So let's put it above the navigation button option. You can see our amazing play button has shown up. So now, using these controls, let's make it smaller. Make sure to hit the shift key on your keyboard, just like that. I think I'm going to move it over here, make it a bit larger, just like that. Our amazing game over screen is done. So now let's preview it by clicking on the play button right over here. You can see. Okay, you can see our amazing game over screen is done. This looks really cool, right? Do you notice that there's an outline on our font? Yeah, there is. And also the play button looks really cool, right? Yeah, great job. Okay, so that's how to create a games over screen. That's it for this lesson. I will see you in my next lesson.